Have you ever seen a sweet potato in your pantry start pushing out purple shoots and thought, if I put this in the ground, would it actually grow? Or maybe you've sliced the top off a pineapple and wondered, is there any way this thing could turn into a real plant? What if I told you that your weekly grocery trip is quietly stocking your garden for years into the future? That the scraps most people toss into the trash contain enough seeds and cuttings to grow hundreds of dollars worth of food. Today on Grown Folks Gardening, we're exposing the hidden garden already living inside your kitchen. From sprouted garlic cloves that turn into entire bulbs, to fresh herbs that multiply endlessly with one simple move, to overlooked plants growing along roadsides that are loaded with free seeds. These aren't just budget tricks. This is the foundation of real gardening independence. Some of these methods give you food in weeks. Others create plants that keep producing for decades, and every single one of them will change how you look at groceries forever. These are the 10 easiest crops you can grow for absolutely free. Get ready to realize your kitchen is already a seed vault just waiting to be opened. 1. Pineapple tops, turning trash into a tropical fruit tree. When you cut the leafy top off a pineapple, you're not dealing with decoration. You're holding a complete plant crown that already knows how to grow. Pineapples reproduce vegetatively in nature, meaning they don't rely on seeds the way most fruits do. That crown contains a dormant growing point designed to survive storms, animals, and drought. After cutting the crown, letting it dry is critical. Pineapple flesh is moist and sugary, which attracts rot. That one-day drying period allows the cut surface to seal naturally. Once planted, the crown doesn't rush. Pineapples are slow because they invest heavily in structure first. Roots form shallow but wide, anchoring the plant. For the first few months, growth happens underground and at the base. Many beginners panic because they don't see visible progress. That's normal. Pineapples reward patience. They thrive in bright light, tolerate drought, and hate soggy soil. Too much care is often what kills them. When the flower spike finally appears, it's unmistakable. A bright red and purple cluster forms at the center, followed by the fruit swelling outward. One plant produces one pineapple, but then sends out pups that can be replanted, continuing the cycle indefinitely. 2. Sweet potatoes and potatoes, underground multipliers. Sweet potatoes are one of the most misunderstood crops. People think you plant a potato and get a potato. In reality, you plant one sweet potato and get dozens of slips, and each slip becomes its own food-producing factory. The reason slips work so well is because sweet potatoes evolved to spread after being damaged. When a tuber senses moisture and warmth, it activates multiple growth points. Each slip already contains the genetic blueprint of the parent plant. Once planted, sweet potato vines aggressively explore the soil surface, photosynthesizing at a high rate. That energy is sent underground to bulk up tubers. Leaves are edible and nutritious, and harvesting them lightly doesn't reduce yield. Regular potatoes behave similarly, but focus energy underground faster. Hilling soil around stems encourages more tuber formation. Store-bought potatoes work best when they're organic, since some conventional potatoes are sprayed to prevent sprouting. 3. Tomato suckers, free clones with zero delay. Tomato suckers are genetic clones of the parent plant. That's why they work so well. You're not starting from seed, you're skipping the baby stage entirely. Tomatoes naturally want to sprawl and root wherever they touch soil. When you plant a sucker, it responds immediately by forming adventitious roots along the stem. That's why burying tomatoes deeply increases strength and yield. Sucker-grown plants often outperform seed-grown ones because they start mature. They flower earlier and fruit faster. This makes them perfect for late-season planting or filling gaps in the garden. The biggest mistake people make is letting suckers dry out before planting. Tomatoes root best when planted immediately into moist soil or water. 4. Grocery store herbs. Infinite plants from one stem. Herbs from the grocery store are cut from living plants. As long as the stems aren't woody, they retain the ability to root. The key is nodes. Nodes are biological factories. When leaves are removed and moisture is present, nodes redirect energy from leaf growth to root production. This is why removing lower leaves is essential. Once rooted, herbs respond to pruning by branching. That's nature's way of recovering from grazing animals. The more you harvest correctly, the bushier and stronger the plant becomes. Mint, oregano, and thyme will happily take over if planted in open ground. Containers are your friend here. 5. Wild carrots and seed saving, letting nature do the work. Wild carrots are biennials. Year 1 builds roots. Year 2 builds flowers and seeds. That's why letting a few carrots bolt is so powerful. Those umbrella-shaped flowers are seed factories designed for wind dispersal. When you collect them, you're capturing genetics already adapted to your climate. Hybrid carrots from the store often don't reproduce true to type, but wild and open-pollinated varieties do. Over time, your carrots become more resilient, not less. 6. Garlic, 1 clove, exponential returns. Garlic is one of the easiest plants to grow because it evolved in harsh conditions. Each clove contains enough stored energy to survive winter and emerge strong in spring. Garlic prefers cold periods. Planting in fall triggers proper bulb formation. The plant uses winter to establish roots, then explodes with growth when temperatures rise. Scapes, the curly flower stalks, should be removed to redirect energy back into the bulb. Those scapes are edible and delicious. Once harvested and cured, garlic stores for months. Each bulb becomes next year's planting stock, eliminating the need to ever buy garlic again. 7. Dried beans and legumes, food that grows more food. Beans are literally seeds. When you cook them, you're eating the plant's reproductive future. Soaking dried beans reactivates enzymes that signal germination. Some beans may not sprout due to age or treatment, which is why planting extras matters. Legumes fix nitrogen through a symbiotic relationship with soil bacteria. This means they fertilize themselves and improve soil for future crops. Pole beans maximize vertical space. Bush beans provide quick harvests. Both deliver massive returns for minimal input. 8. Green onions, the gateway crop. Green onions regenerate because the growing point remains intact at the base. Water regrowth is impressive, but soil planting unlocks the full life cycle. When allowed to flower, green onions produce seeds that drop nearby and germinate on their own. Over time, you get a self-seeding patch that never needs replanting. Perennial onions are one of the most underrated food crops for low-effort gardens. 9. Pumpkins and winter squash, seed vaults in disguise. Most squash are open-pollinated, meaning their seeds remain viable. Each fruit contains hundreds of future plants. Squash vines are aggressive by design. They cover ground, shade soil, and suppress weeds. One plant can feed a family and produce seeds for an entire neighborhood. Proper curing allows squash to store for months without refrigeration, making them a cornerstone of food security. 10. Sprouted onions and shallots. Multiplication underground. Sprouted onions are already dividing. When planted, the plant reallocates energy into forming multiple bulbs instead of one. This natural clustering behavior allows one onion to produce several replacements. Shallots are especially productive, often multiplying fourfold or more. Onions grown this way mature faster than seed-grown onions and require less attention. All of these examples point to one truth. Gardening doesn't start with money, it starts with attention. When you learn to see potential instead of waste, your kitchen becomes a resource. Your grocery store becomes a seed supplier, and your garden becomes self-sustaining. Start with one plant. A green onion on a windowsill, a pineapple crown in a pot. Before long, you're saving seeds, sharing cuttings, and building real food independence the way people have for thousands of years. Which one are you trying first? Drop it in the comments. If this changed how you see your kitchen, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs more plants in their life. This is Grown Folks Gardening. Grow smart. Grow free.